Alright guys, Dominic here for Kit Guru, and today we are checking out a very interesting small form factor gaming PC that still packs a mighty punch. I'm talking about the Predator Orion X, which is Acer's new mini RTX gaming PC that's just about to hit the market. We will dive into all of the key information in just a minute, but it is worth making clear that this is a showcase video and not a full review. The sample I was sent, for instance, has a slightly different spec to what you'll be able to buy in the UK, so we decided to present this sponsored first look video today, and then hopefully in the new year we'll follow that up with a full review going into all of the usual detail and all of the benchmarks that you would expect from a Kit Guru review. Taking a look at the system itself then, I personally love small form factor gaming PCs. Acer is using a custom chassis with a 15.4 litre volume, and they say the design is inspired by a starship with the angular front panel and RGB lighting. It's split into two main zones as well, which you can access independently. Just remove the two thumb screws from the back and pull on the lever at the front panel, and the side panel will then pop off for zone 1, and that gives you access to the PSU and motherboard area. The same also goes for zone 2, where the GPU is housed separately from the CPU thanks to a PCIe riser cable, ensuring the two hottest components in the system are kept separate from each other. The CPU in the Orion X is Intel's 13th gen i9-3900KS, packing 8 P cores and 16 E cores, and that's cooled by a 240mm all-in-one liquid cooler. We also find 32GB of DDR5 memory and an 850W power supply on this side of the case. On the other side of the system, we find the graphics card, which in my sample is an RTX 4090, though the model that's up for pre-order in the UK is packing an RTX 4080. It is worth saying that if you do pre-order the Orion X from Currys before the end of the year, Acer is throwing in an added bonus as you'll get a £100 Currys voucher with your pre-order. That GPU is easily upgradable too. It's just using a standard PCIe X16 slot and a 12V high power connector, so you could easily swap that out for a 50 or even 60 series GPU down the line. The same also goes for the memory and M.2 storage slots on the motherboard, which are all standard. We even find a hot swap M.2 bay at the front of the case, and this releases with a latch, and you can stick another SSD inside the enclosure and use it as an external SSD thanks to that USB-C port if you're heading out and about. The front of the case also houses some I/O options with a full-size USB-A alongside USB-C plus audio and mic jacks. The motherboard at the rear of the case also offers 6 more USB ports, one being a Type-C, along with RJ45 Ethernet and more audio jacks. RGB lighting is another key theme across the Orion X2, with plenty to go around as the graphics card, liquid cooler fans and pump block plus the front panel all feature RGB LEDs, and this is all controllable within Acer's Predator Sense software. In terms of the sort of performance you can expect from this system then, I obviously needed some games to test, and this is where Game Pass comes in, because anyone who purchases the Orion X or any other PC or laptop from Acer's Nitro or Predator ranges will get 3 months of PC Game Pass for free. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that Game Pass offers hundreds of games as part of the library. We're talking mega AAA titles including Starfield and Forza Horizon 5, along with smaller indie titles like Jusant and Firewatch. Jusant, as it happens, is an Unreal Engine 5 game which I absolutely loved. Playing it on the Orion X is an absolute breeze. Frame rates were in the 90 to 100 FPS region while gaming at 4K thanks to DLSS 3, and it looks absolutely superb. Forza Horizon 5 is another favourite of mine too, where even without enabling DLSS frame generation, at 4K using the Extreme preset, I was getting well over 140, even 150 FPS driving through this forested area, and using the game's built-in benchmark was also showing similar performance. I also finished my first playthrough of Starfield just a couple of weeks ago, so naturally I had to go back and revisit it using the latest patch with the Orion X. At 4K using DLSS 3, testing in the highly demanding forest area on Jemison, I was still looking at 85 frames per second, if not higher, often reaching 100 FPS, which is pretty smooth for a game like Starfield. Even a Plague Tale Requiem delivered over 100 FPS at 4K using the Ultra preset with DLSS 3, and this is one of the most demanding games on the market right now, and I have to say, it looked absolutely fantastic. So that is really it for our first look at Acer's Predator Orion X system. I personally love the design of the case, and it's certainly packing some high-end hardware into this compact chassis. Like I said at the beginning of the video, we do hope to follow up with a full review in the new year when we can get hold of a sample that is going to be sold here in the UK. However, if you do want to pre-order the system, don't forget you will get a £100 Currys voucher with your pre-order, while any purchase of a PC or laptop from Acer's Nitro or Predator ranges will come with 3 months of PC Game Pass for free. Anyway guys, that is going to do it for this video. If you liked it, please do toss me a thumbs up, and as always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Please do like and ding that notification bell if you haven't already so you don't miss when we upload a new video. And you can also come and carry on the conversation in our Discord server, which is linked below. While you're there, you can also find links to our merch store, and if you're feeling particularly generous, you can even consider backing us on Patreon. That's it for this one though guys. I'm Dominic for Kit Guru, and I'll see you in the next video.